From competitions we know that you love to us looking after our cats, because, my love, we need to keep them persistently protected. Yes, NEXGARD is exactly how we do that, because keeping parasites away from our cats is how they can in fact be super healthy, but also be able to go out and enjoy those adventures that they absolutely love, just being themselves and going out and about, doing the things that need to be done. But how can we make sure that they are indeed on the right track when it comes to their health? Well, Graham caught up with Vince Vet, or rather the vet Vince, and he got to hear all about that with NEXGARD. Check this out.
Cat parents, listen up, this one is definitely for you. I'm visiting City Vet in Gardens to visit our absolute favorite vet, Vet Vince Purr, and he's going to take us on a deep dive into the perfect way to protect our furry friends and keep those pesky parasites at bay. Now, Vince, to me, and I think to most cat owners or anyone generally, a cat is kind of an enigma. With cats getting outdoors and roaming and just loving those free spaces, does that increase the risk of getting parasites?
100%. So they also have this beautiful fur, and the fur is like a lovely little place for fleas to jump onto, ticks to jump onto, and they grip on tight and they don't let go. And so obviously their movement in and out of outdoor environment into an indoor environment obviously poses a lot of risk in terms of them picking up things along the way and bringing them back inside.
So logically, then, I can assume indoor cats are a little bit safer from parasites than outdoor cats. But if that's the case, how do the nasties find their way into our houses?
We are ourselves having constant contact with the outside world, and we're moving in and out with our thick, brushy socks that in themselves can pick up things in and out. We might go visit a friend who has an outdoor cat or a friend who has a dog. It doesn't need to be direct contact. It doesn't need to be that the cat makes contact with the dog. It just needs to be that they're in the same environment. Fleas can jump really far. So unless your cat is in an environment where it's like in a bubble and doesn't have any exposure to the outside world, the probability that your cat is risk-free is very, very low.
Cats are quite unique in the amount of time and attention they spend grooming themselves. This hyper-grooming, if you will, does this affect the risk for parasites?
So certainly in terms of parasites that get transmitted within different species life cycles. So to give you a good example of that, tapeworm can be dormant with inside a flea, and then ingesting the flea actually is how the cat can then pick up tapeworm. Even within the flea life cycle, if they're defecating out the eggs, those eggs can still hatch later and then infest your space further.
We asked our viewers to add some questions as well. So I'm going to start with this one. What are the signs that my cat might already have parasites?
So basically it's the shaking of the head is a big one. So they'll often shake their heads and a lot of the time when it comes to fleas, they tend to get these sort of allergic reactions around the face area or around the lower bum sort of back area. And then they'll bite and scratch quite excessively and groom quite excessively, often actually pull some hair out in those areas. And then if you feel along your cat's body, you'll feel that suddenly the skin is not smooth, it's kind of lumpy, bumpy, often has these little scabs on it. And that's how we tell that they've got some signs of parasites.
Oh, well, I suppose we all struggle through the seasons with our own allergies, but I love this one. Are certain seasons more risky for my cat to pick up parasites? And if so, how can I prepare?
Absolutely. So wet, warm weather is the perfect time for ticks and fleas. We're having like a massive spike in our flea episodes that we're seeing. And whenever we have those episodes, we have this massive explosion because people are a bit late. Because now they've been warm weather, suddenly the fleas are out. In the meantime, they've been so busy with life, completely forgotten that they're 3 months behind on their treatment. And then before you know it, we've got a full-blown infestation that we have to deal with. The reality is that the best way to make sure that you don't have to worry too much about what's happening with the seasons is to just keep up to date with your tick and flea treatment.
And we're going to close out with this one. What are the best practices for keeping my cat safe from parasites while allowing them outdoor access? Because they want to be free and roam.
So again, this is like one of those easy things that if you're putting on a treatment for them, so if you're doing a spot on and you're sticking to the protocol guidelines that are put out by that particular product. So with the NEXGARD combo, for instance, you're doing a monthly treatment with them and you're sticking to your monthly treatment, then you don't really have to worry about any of that.
Vet Vince, do you mind taking us through the process?
So this is Giacomo, and he is an absolute champion. He's an absolute sweetie pie. We're gonna make sure we've got the correct product for the right size cat. It's all written on the box which size goes for which cats. And then you're going to take it out the box, you're gonna cut it along the cut line there, you're gonna peel the top back, and then you'll see there's an applicator on the inside with a little rubber lid on the top. So you're gonna twist that rubber lid off, make sure that is nice and loose, and then you're going to use your applicator onto the skin. So that is going to go basically parting the fur at the base of where the neck meets the rest of the body, right in the midline. You part the fur nicely, and you're going to pop it on straight in one spot, and that is it on.
So simple. Oh, there we go. Well done, Giacomo. Oh, what a sweet guy. What a sweet guy. Oh, well, he might be a little bit irritated, as cats often do, but you can see he's not distressed by the treatment at all. Quite a combo. Oh. When we say comprehensive protection, when it comes to NEXGARD combo, we absolutely mean it. We're talking about all of the usual suspects: tapeworms, hookworms, roundworms, heartworm disease, lungworm. We're talking about mites. It's so safe. Safe for kittens as young as 8 weeks old or less than a kilogram, 800 grams to be able to use, which is amazing. It's safe for lactating, pregnant, or breeding cats as well. As Vince has said, this is how we can make the job so much easier. So get hold of the applicable NEXGARD combo product for your furry babies and start protecting them now, because they deserve it.
Oh man, Vince as well as NEXGARD combo, exactly who we need looking after our cats. Did you see that? And this is why, my friend, you are absolutely being led in the right direction. But then I also want to tell you about a little bit of a competition with NEXGARD combo. Look, do you want to win yourself 2,000 Rand cash? Then it is so easy, my lovely, because NEXGARD combo simply needs you to reply to the competition post on Expresso's pages all over social media. And you just need to tell us what made you choose your cat's name. What's the reason that their name Sprinkles or Whitey or whatever it may be, okay? And then from there, we get to see who gets it, because you got to make sure you use hashtag NEXGARD combo and hashtag Guardians of Love, and you get to be part of the competition. And of course, it closes midday tomorrow, and T's and C's do apply. You can find them on expressoshow.com. But do the right thing and enter, please. And also, you can spend that 2,000 Rand with you and your little cat. You know what I mean? Perfectly, if you know what I mean, for real. Right about now, though, I do need you to get ready to have a perfect ending to the show, because Beyond is in the building. Carissa and Graham, my babies, are you ready to end out the show like with a bang?